So what's going on with Bob Dylan? Why are you there?
This shot that we're talking about now is at our studio in Santa Monica. A lot of people call it Rundown Studios. Bob called it that almost like in jest because everybody kept asking the name of the studio. So the press would always ask, "What's the name of your studio?" And off the top of his head, he came up with Rundown Studios. It was in a funky neighborhood of Santa Monica. It used to be called Dogtown. You know, it's an old skater and surf kind of hangout. It's right on Main Street. And so that's where our studio was. And Bob, we would rehearse there. We had a little recording studio set up. In fact, that's where we recorded Street Legal. So one day, it was just Bob and I, and before rehearsals, we were doing whatever we were doing. I happened to have my old Bronica 2.25-inch camera, film camera, and so I was just kind of fooling around with it at the time. Bob walked in, he saw me with it, he says, "You want to take a couple of photos?" And I said, "Sure, whatever, that's what I do, amongst other things." So the grand piano was in the foreground, and he had his guitar case on it, so he just kind of leaned on it. And I am not a photographer that tells people what to do. There are some great photographers that are great with posing people. I'm more of a documentary. I shoot what's in front of me. So Bob did that. Then he turned his head. Then he did a couple other things. And it was four quick shots. But with the Bronica, it's a very noisy camera. So every time you wind the crank and then you click the shutter, it sounds like you're crushing garbage cans. It's very loud and distracting. So I just wanted it to be over. So I took my 4 shots. As I said, "I think we got it," and that was it. That was the whole shoot, as they say. That was.